Good evening, everybody, and welcome. I am Jordan Flynn Richards, or Jordan Richards, as it is now known, due to a recent divorce. Just to give you a little bit of personal information there, you can find me on Facebook at Jordan with an O-D-O-N Richards, or Jordan Flynn Richards with an O with a D-O-N as well, which is my page on Facebook. The rest of that it all links to my Instagram, etc. It's great to be here this evening on my own. I have been here with the lovely Debbie Romero last year, but welcome everybody, and let's get some messages out, because after all, that's why you're here, isn't it? So, sorry. Hello. Right. Yeah, Mrs. MB. Yeah, good evening. And where are you from? Give us a hi. Give us your location. Big shout outs while we wait. Good evening, Carrie Ann. Yeah, Ellie Mack. Yeah, good evening. Tell us where you're from as well. That'd be great. Like, share. Let's get lots of people online. Good evening, Natalie Bentley. Good evening, all. Yeah. Lovely. You can feel the vibration obviously rising already. Good evening, Melanie Williams. Wellens, even, sorry. Tim, good evening, everybody. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, let's get there. So, yeah. Good evening, Kelly Coletti. Lovely. Good evening, beautiful souls. Okay. So we do have the option this evening, because I am on Zoom. If I do come to you, you can come on to the studio and go live in the Zoom room face to face, so you can actually see me one-to-one, I believe. Or you can just obviously respond via chat, and I'll see whether you can take the information that's coming through. Okay. Good evening, Catherine. Yeah, I think that was. And Claire Pound. Good evening, Paul Dossett. Lovely part of the UK. Yeah, very nice. Robert Mace, good evening. Cardiff, big shout out to Wales. Lovely. Yeah. Right, okay. Oh, right. Can I stop on Vicky? Because there's a card just flew out. Good evening, Vicky from Liverpool. If you just let us know whether you'd like to obviously receive the message as I give it now. You can give us yeses and nos for the information. So I'm working with my Moonology deck this evening, Moon Messages from Yasmin Bolan, with it being a super full, well, sorry, not a super full moon, a full moon this evening. And it says here that you need to be drawing down the knowledge from the moon this evening. Yeah, divine feminine, working with Archangel Haniel coming in as well there. Who is linked to that that moon divine feminine energies as well. But I want to say to you, there's a gentleman stepping forward. He's telling me that he's not long past. I do feel that this has been in the last few years. He's not telling me who he is yet, but he is stepping forward and says that he wouldn't have believed in this type of thing, but he's had his eyes open since he transitioned from this life to the next. Into spirit, and he said it's absolutely beautiful. It's everything that that he's been told it was. I want to use the word utopia, nirvana, all that sort of stuff. I am getting an embrace of him coming around you and doing this. So I want to say he's very much behind you. Be aware of that presence of energy around you. I feel like this gentleman's like really wanting to like really embrace you from behind. I feel like he would have come up to you as you were facing him, and he would have done that. But he's actually behind you. How I'm seeing him. Sorry, and he's giving you a warm embrace, and he's saying that everything's going to be okay. So I feel like whatever it is that's going on around you, it's just very much lots of love from this gentleman, 100%. I mean, like it's totally unconditional. He's actually putting that on me, and I feel a little bit overwhelmed. I feel like he would have expressed himself quite authentically, I want to say. And he's making reference to I'm being told there's something to do with a ring. He's making attention, and I want to say it's a wedding ring. So would you understand that for me, please? And I'm assuming that's the yes. Yeah, okay, lovely. Right, okay, what's the right? Would you understand that you're a little bit mentally a little bit in your own head thinking about something here? I think the gentleman's from what he's telling me, he's wanting to come in, he's wanting to comfort you at a time where he feels that I want to say on a cognitive vibration, yes, so thought wise, we're a little bit too up here in our thoughts. And I want you to bring that down and come from the heart space, because that's the love vibration that the gentleman's bringing forward for me in relation to yourself. And he's just saying to me, everything's going to be okay. And just have a little bit of trust and faith. I feel like that's possibly wavering at the moment. Otherwise, that wouldn't have come in. But I do want to say to you here as well, there would be something around the colour purple I'm being given, whether that's significant with a gentleman or whoever in spirit or yourself. You would understand that for me, please. Yes. And I am being told if you don't already right, okay. If you don't already wear crystals or have crystals on your person, can we have a clear quartz and an amethyst with you at all times? I believe that from the reason why he's bringing that in is clarity, obviously, but the amethyst, spiritual growth, but it's also about like relaxation, spiritual growth as well, but also it helps you kind of like be in that kind of zen in relation to kind of like peaceful nights. And I'm saying that, so you must be getting disturbed by spirit at night on a vibration. Yeah. And just know this gentleman's very much around you. He keeps on saying it, and he wants me to keep saying to you, will you just ask her and tell her that I'm so close to her at times, I feel like she doesn't realize I'm there. So I want to say, have that vibration, feel that vibration, sorry, and ask the gentleman to step forward into your energy and just sit in the stillness and see that subtle change. I want to say to you, he comes in predominantly round about the middle of you, but more on the right hand side. So feel it from kind of like the right side, but not kind of like here. I want to say from the back coming in at an angle, okay? And that's why he's coming in with that hugging embrace to give you. You have crystals, that's fantastic. If you don't have the ones that I mentioned, well, can you please carry them with you? Because that was the actual message that came through there, to actually have them on your person, okay? Do what most people do. I'll have a bit of a laugh here. They do tend to just like shove them on their person and in their underwear somewhere like a bra. From what I'm told, because I told a lady to put one in her pocket once, and another medium told her to put them in her bra because it was closer to her heart space. So I will say that. And can you thank you very much for letting me bring him through for you this evening. And I do hope that you have a good evening. Okay, take the love of this gentleman and the rest of spirit with you this evening. Okay, all my love to you, and hope things get better for you. Okay. All right. Right. Who's next then, please? Okay. Sorry? Yeah. 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 So just see who's coming in. Lisa Sears, good evening. Wow, that is a pose and a half, isn't it? Lovely. Anne Marie Newman, good evening. If you can give me your location as well, guys, that'd be great. Where are you dialing in from? Where are you viewing from? Joanne Lewis, yeah. Good evening. Sherry Daniels, good evening. Yeah, lovely. Rebecca Whelan, yeah. Just waiting on a card flying out, and that'll tell me that obvious. Oh, all right, okay. Clear pound, please. Lucky you. Yep. Okay. So I am working with my moon messages, Yasmin Boland, this evening, as it is a full moon. And your card this evening is basically saying to me that it's moon goddess, there's a higher power coming in. So if you are spiritual, which obviously you would be if you believe in this and you're on here, I do want to say to you, you need to be working with the full cycle of the waning and waxing moons, because obviously they are representative, divine feminine, full beautiful moon there. But I do want to say there would be something in relation to this card coming out about you accessing your gifts, your higher power, as in your authentic self, coming forward here. Would you understand that for me, please, Claire? Thank you. Just a yes or a no to start with. I do have a lady stepping forward for you as well. I do want to say that this is on a grandmother vibration as well. Okay. She's telling me she would have been right. Okay. I'm getting shortness of breath with her. Would you understand that for me? I do feel like there were heart issues also, and I want to put her in her 70s when she passed. Would you understand that for me, Claire, and give me a yes or a no for me, just so that I know that I'm on the right track for you? Okay. Okay, so that message, that's Claire Pound on Facebook, lots of hearts, roses and hearts. And you've got be kind on your picture, looks like a wedding photograph. This is for you. Can you answer me what I've just given for me, please? Or I will have to move on, unfortunately, okay? Sorry? All right, okay. Okay. Ah, your nan, right. Okay. Can you also take what I've just said in relation to the higher power moon goddess card coming out in relation to you? You're not stepping up into your full authentic self and your higher power. Would you understand that for me? And you don't need to put yes, just put Y if it's quicker. Okay. I would understand that as a yes or N for no. Okay. Because I appreciate that obviously text takes time. Yes, okay, Minani. Okay, lovely. She's a lovely lady, by the way. She's such a lovely warm embrace, and I want to say like a typical granny here. And I know that's so generic, but she's making reference to. Would you understand that you would have missed her baking? Specifically, I'm being told, and I feel like you would have had memories of you sticking your hand into like a bowl of like like a cookie mixture or whatever it is, and like trying to cheat and like like take a bit of it out before she got the chance to bake cakes or whatever it is that she was baking. She's making me laugh here. She's a very funny soul. Lovely vibration as well. And she wants me to give you the color pink, okay? So I want to say pink is in relation to a love vibration, but it's a deeper love vibration as I understand it, okay? I want to say that you need to learn to love yourself more unconditionally here. That's what it means to me. Would you understand that? I feel like you've been through some tough times, and I feel like you don't really fully right, okay. Sorry, she's talking to me, so like bear with me a second. Right, okay. So I'm basically being told you need to take some time out and do some self-love here, which is why the vibration of pink is coming forward. Okay. I want you to say to I want to give you affirmations of self-love. Okay. I want to say that you also need to take time out. I feel like from what the lady's saying, you're very similar to her in the fact that you'd give your right arm to people and you do more for others than you do for yourself. Would you understand that, please, for me? Okay. And she's learned her lesson, she's saying, in relation to that, just that side of things. And she wants you to learn it while you're here. Oh, I'm so sorry, darling. I've just had a recent passing myself. It's never the best, okay? But know that your sister is always with you as well as anybody else in spirit, okay? Right, okay. Oh, see, now that you've just went and said this, okay, so I have got another lady stepping forward. Would you understand that this lady, I feel like she would have been in her late 40s, possibly round about 50. And I don't know whether that's sister or not, but I feel very emotional with this lady. And I don't know whether she's come through before for you or whatever, but I do want to say, would you understand that you're not fully over the grieving process, and I feel like you're holding on to something in relation to the guilt of her passing. So I don't know what that's to do with, to be honest. And I am limited by time on here doing a live, but I will say to you, please do take the love of these two ladies that are coming through. I mean, like, I've never felt love like this for a long time, being a medium. And I want to say there's at least three women around you a lot of the time. And if that's not mum, gran, and sister, I definitely want to say it's great gran, and sister. Okay. And I want to say they were all powerhouses in their own right. Okay. She was 60. Okay. So that might be my mistake. Okay. Sometimes I do hear it wrong. But I want to say she really looked after herself, this lady. She like knew I want to say she kind of knew who she was deep down, and she also knew how to live in that vibration, and she was like super attractive, and she, I don't really want to use that word, Lovey. I want to say that she was a bit of a looker, and she knew how to use her feminine charms. Or this may possibly be you, but I mean, that is what is coming through before I leave you this evening, okay? And I just want to say to you, will you please embrace, if you do meditate, will you try and envisage pink for me, please, and go into that deeper love vibration and give yourself some self-love? Okay, when somebody asks if you're okay or whatever, don't just kind of say okay. I don't know why I'm going to say this, but obviously it's coming through, so I'm going to give it. I'm being told, don't just say you're okay. It is okay to just say, actually, today's not a good day. I'm finding it difficult or whatever. And I want to say, if you don't do the self-love on your own, because you prefer company, will you just do it as a bit of a breakaway? I'm seeing like, before I do leave you, I am seeing like, it's either like a hotel kind of spa break, or it's like a spa break, because I'm seeing that kind of setup. And I really want to say, just go to town, treat yourself, have a few of those treatments, and actually just sit in that lovely vibration of actually doing nothing, and know that other people are actually giving you the love and the treatments that you deserve. And this is Spirit's way of actually showing you how much you are actually loved here, even although they are on the other side. But they're never far from us. They're always in our auric field, okay? And even when you don't sense them, just ask them to step a little bit closer for me, okay? And can I leave these ladies, sorry, beautiful love. And I want to give you a pink rose as well, but I also want to give you the color violet before I leave you, okay? So can I leave you with that, my dear? And thank you so much for letting me connect with you and your loved ones this evening, okay? So let those names roll, and let's see where we go with the next viewer, please. Okay. Thank you. Right. Good evening, Stacey. Love the angelic wings and the doves. Lovely. Good evening, Sue. Yeah. Good evening. Right. Good evening, Stephen Goodwin. Lovely picture of the dog. Massive dog lover. Can I stop on Bet Davis, please? Cards just flew out. So I want to say to Bet Davis here that we've got, it's Moon Messages, and it says Moon Maybe, and it's saying to do with your intuition here, okay? So just tapping in with the energy of the card, obviously it is a full moon this evening. I want to say to you, will you set the intention and actually give yourself more time in actually stepping into your own intuition here? I feel like you're a little bit out of sync in relation to your vibration of I want to say like your gut intuition, but I want to say, would you understand almost like your inner saboteur and your higher self? It's like they're giving you a message, but you're not quite sure whether it's your saboteur that's kind of like giving you that internal answer, or whether it's your higher self that's giving you the answer. Okay. Good evening, Bets. Do you understand the message so far for me, please? I do have a gentleman stepping forward here. Okay. Oh wow, that's an energy. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, okay. Right. Would you understand the gender? I want to say that this gentleman's about 6 foot tall-ish in height. That's roughly what I am. and I want to say he's roughly my height. Okay. I do want to say that he would have been quite a broad gentleman on the shoulders. I want to say he was quite slim, medium build, very well presented. I believe from what he's showing me, he would have had quite a decent job. He would have been a hard worker. He would have provided for the family, etc., as we all do. But he's making notice of that. He's making me be aware of that, really, and bring it to my attention. So I do want to say that, would you understand that since this gentleman's passed, it's been somewhat rather difficult, and I don't just mean with the passing and the grieving process. I want to say, like, right across the board, the word that keeps jumping in is finances, financial. So there's something to do with that. I'm not going to open that up. So I'm just going to leave you with that kind of general side of that. But he's making me aware of that. Okay, so I had to say it. But I want to say that excuse me. Would you understand that this gentleman would have had something to do with his throat? I want to say that this was to do with smoking. I don't feel like it was like a throat issue, as in like medically wise, but I just feel like a bit of a rasp. So whether he was a smoker or whether there was, you cannot place him. Right, okay. Let me see if I can get you a connection here to where he is. Okay. Right, okay. Right, would you understand this if I said to you that this is Dad's dad for me, please? So I do want to say, I do want to go back to grandfather on father's side. I am actually getting a bit of a vibration now that I've said that. You would you understand that you never really knew the gentleman? I do apologise because sometimes, obviously, when spirit comes through, we can't take them. But remember what I've said, because I feel like it's almost like I'm being shown a penny's going to drop. So it's like you can't place them now, but you will be able to afterwards. But would you understand what I've just said in relation to Dad's dad? Is that right, actually? Dad. It's either Dad's dad or it's going one further back. So it's a great grandfather here. And I want to say that there's right, you never knew him, so that would make sense. So I was right on what I've just said. Right, okay. I want to say to you with this gentleman, would you understand that there's been moments, oh right, okay. There's been moments where you've saw a glimpse of somebody, and I want to say it was this gentleman, okay, out of your peripheral vision, or whether it's when you're sleeping at night and you kind of get up and you go to the toilet like we do and all that sort of stuff. I want to say you've saw this gentleman's presence around you energetically, okay, and he's basically telling me he's always looking over you. I feel like that there's been I'm being told hard times around you at the moment. Would you understand that? And I don't want to open that up because we're on a public platform, obviously. But would you understand things have been a little bit difficult? Okay. Right. Okay. And this gentleman's wanting to come round you, and would you just acknowledge that he's there? Okay. And I don't know why, but I've just been shouted in the name Albert as well now. I don't know whether that's to do with this gentleman or whether that's just a name that you can take. Okay. So, and I also want to bring in Fred or Frederick. Okay. And I want to give you some numbers here that are being shouted in. Okay. And I want to give you two. So whether that's two as in like number two within a month, or it's the second month, which is what we're in now, or it's a door number or whatever. But I do feel that that's, now that I've just said that, I do feel that that's like a day, a passing or an anniversary. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm sending you a lot of love with regards to you going through a lot of a bit of a difficult time. Okay. So just know that. And I also work with the angels as a Kyle Gray angel guide. So I'll put you in my prayers this evening, my darling. Okay, as I will do for every viewer. Okay. But also before I leave you this evening, this gentleman's just wanting to really step forward and just let you know that he's there, but also to say that, would you understand that there is right, okay. I want to say that there's struggles with I'm going to put this in a general term. I'm going to say there's struggles with a little bit of faith here. So whether we do believe at times or whether we don't, I feel like you're asking for something, okay, and you've not quite got the answer yet, or it's not been answered, okay. I want to say to you before I leave you this evening, the gentleman's coming forward to say he is there as your loving protector in spirit. I want to say guardian with him. I want to say to you to call him in and just know that this energy is around you in relation to protection. I do want to say in relation to the protection, would you understand that there's something around you that you need protection from? I'm not going to open that up, but I want to say that I'm being made aware of something around you that you just need to kind of step out of that, and that's where spirit and this gentleman's coming forward to protect you. Okay. And we just ask him to step forward and feel his vibration for me. It's a lot of love from this gentleman, you know. I want to say there's a picture before I leave you this evening of this gentleman. I want to say that he is in top hat and tails before he leaves me. So, and I want to say that that was to do with a wedding day. Okay. So I don't know whether that picture exists, but I do feel that that's right. So if you've got a collection somewhere or a family member's got a collection, if you can't place that, I want to say, can we be going through some things? I feel like there's going to be some clarity once we start kind of like clearing out some of the stuff that's away in boxes, and we kind of just tend to put away, don't we? And I'm being told, yeah, that needs to happen. So would you understand that before I leave you this evening, Bits? Okay. Well, thank you very much for all the confirmation. Yes, exactly right. And yeah, you would understand who the gentleman is after I've described him, etc. So that's lovely. Thank you so much. Yeah. Just know that you are protected, my love. And as I said, I will send you some lovely healing vibrations this evening, along with my angelic team, etc. Okay, and that goes for everybody that's online this evening, because it's not about us singly; it's about a whole collective. Okay, so can we move forward then, please, and let's see who else we have got. You are most welcome, my dear, and thank you very much again for the confirmation. You have a blessed night and stay safe. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So you can see who we're going to go to next. Cheyenne. Lovely. Nice picture. Purple hearts. Love purple hearts. That's one of my signatures. Melvin Peters. Melvini even. Apologies. Lynn Marie. Lovely. Yeah. Lovely. Okay. So, oh, good evening, Louise Brown. I'm assuming that's from Ireland. That's somebody that I know. I hope you're well, my dear. Yeah, and can I just stop on Brenda for me, please? A card's just popped out. Okay. So what I've got here is Moon Messages cards, just in case you've just joined us in here. Yasmin Boland's deck. Beautiful deck, by the way. And as a moonologer, yeah, I work with these cards quite often, and it's a full moon. So yeah, it's just divinely right to work with them this evening. I want to say massive transformations coming for you, okay, under this full moon. Yeah. So I want to say there's been some tough times, okay, Brenda. But we're now blossoming. We're now blossoming. Yeah, we're no longer in the chrysalis stage of being caterpillar, ready to take flight and go through that metamorphosis to become the butterfly. Okay, let me just look at it. So it says, follow the moon and watch for the signs. So I want to say that the divine is coming forward and spirit are coming forward for you, and they are giving you some signs, but I feel like you're not fully recognizing them. So I want to say to you, particularly, will you watch out for the synchronicities, please, in relation to numbers? Okay. and I am being told numbers, numbers, numbers. Okay, so I want to say, if you don't know your angelic numbers, can you please do some research in relation to that? Okay. I am being told that you're on the right path, but there is something also that they want to bring to your attention and you're missing the message. Would you understand that for me? Just on a personal level without opening up your information. And I do want to say, oh my goodness, there's a lovely lady stepping forward here. Oh, right, okay. Energetically, I feel like she was a force to be reckoned with. I want to say she was a lovely lady, though. Do you know what I mean? But I want to say she was one of those ladies you would not want to be on the wrong side of her. I'm feeling her energy, and it's beautiful, but at the same time, she's making me very aware you do not want to pee this lady off. I feel she would have said a few choice words to you had you stepped out of line. I do want to go further back than this, and I want to say that this is on a grandmother vibration. I feel she was on a slightly slightly smaller lady. Now I'm almost 6 foot, so I want to put her like just over 5 foot, but not quite as low as 5 foot. Kind of like 5'3", 5'4", something like that. Okay. So, and I want to say she had a lovely figure, even although she would disagree with. Oh, it's mum. Okay, that's my apology. My apologies. But as long as you can take her like that, that would be why I'm getting the very much the deeper feminine love coming through for you here. Okay. Would you understand her to be quite a fuller woman in her appearance and like stature? Yeah. Okay. She is there too. Yeah, but I would understand that obviously Gran would be there too. Yeah, and I don't know which. I want to say it is still Gran, to be honest. But would you understand that she was like on the smaller side of five? Sorry, yeah, on the smaller side of 5 foot, right? And I want to say that would you understand the personality in relation to she was very loving, but I want to say she had a bit of I want to say she had a bit of a forked tongue. She knew what to say and how to cut people off, and you just knew as soon as she went into that vibration, you just shut up and listen. That's what I want to say. That's not quite the way I was told that, by the way. So I have just slightly changed that. Lovely figure as mum. Right, yeah, okay. So it sounds like I've actually got a blend of two of them then, because I would definitely want to stay with Gran here. So let me just zone into that a little bit more, okay? It's the slightly more fuller figured lady that's stepping forward. Would you understand that there is right, okay. Right, there's something to do with okay. Evil eye. Right, okay. All right. There's something to do with white roses here, but I'm also being given a white carnation, but I feel it's two separate events, okay? Okay. And I do want to say that mum's very proud of, right, okay, grandmother's the fuller figure. Okay. So I was probably right the first time then. I'm going off by your comments, but right, we'll stick with Gran then, okay? I'm just going to make sure that that is who I've got because I've definitely got two ladies with me, okay? Would you understand that both of them are very similar in height and in appearance? Because I feel that that's why there's a very subtle difference in the energy of both of them. But I feel like they were very, very similar, to be fair. And I know that's quite generalistic, but I do feel like they were literally like, you could have mistaken them as twins when they were younger. Love white roses, put them on the grave, right? Okay, I want to say that that's why that's coming through, okay? And it is about you taking the time out to show that you do have that, memory, and you go pay your respects, etc., even although they're not here. And would you understand, you felt that one of the ladies' presence, whoever's grave it is here, would you understand you felt the energy of one of them behind you? And I want to say on your left side here, and I feel like this was the last time you went and visited the grave. Would you understand that for me, please, before I left you? Okay, same height, temperament, right? Okay, that's why I was getting a blend of both of them. Thank you very much for the confirmation, because that gives me more to work on. I do appreciate that, Brenda. Okay, and would you understand the lady's presence on your left side and feeling that energetic shift? And I want to say you felt like she was looking over you. And I feel like even to this day, and I don't know how long ago this person's passed over, but there's still tears when you go and visit the grave. And lots of memories that come forward. I'm being told we should not necessarily go and visit the grave more often, but I'm being told, would you understand that you need to be thinking of better times, and some of the memories around you are what needs to be brought forward in order to bring some of the vibrational change around you, okay? Would you understand that? Right, okay, Mum's grave on Thursday, lovely. Thank you very much for the confirmation there as well. Now, would you understand that you were at Mum's grave on Thursday then, and you felt like the lady was with you on your left side? I want to say you kind of like you almost turned your head as if somebody was there, and obviously they weren't, but energetically they were. Okay, yeah, still tears. I'm so sorry. Grief is such a difficult one, and we deal with it so differently. Okay, but before I leave you this evening, okay, I want to say to you, and I am being told this. Can you get two crystals for me if you don't already have them, please? Can you get? I'm being told jade, and I'm also being told rose quartz here. And I want to say, like I've already said to another lady about crystals, can you wear them on your person and wear them on your top half, if you understand what I'm meaning there, okay? I feel that that's going to help you vibrationally once you charge the crystals up, and it's going to heal that heart, because I feel you're holding on to a lot of stuff in that heart space that really just know that they're with you, but yet you can release what needs to be released, and that is why these ladies are coming forward. Yeah, I love jade as well. I mean, it's one of my favorite stones, and green's a favorite color as well as blue. So, can I leave their love with you this evening? And thank you so much for letting me give you some validation and connect with you and your loved ones this evening, Brenda. Okay, my dear. God bless and stay safe. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right. Right. Carry on then. Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys. The joys of a commercial break coming up. So while I just sit back, relax, and here's your info commercial while we have a 2-minute break. Okay. See you on the other side.
Introducing the SPTV app, your digital spiritual guide, for an enlightening journey like no other. Immerse yourself in a world of audio and visual content crafted to inspire, educate, and entertain. Seek guidance with our card of the day, choosing up to 6 cards for personal insights. Enhance your daily life with our wellness section, featuring nutritious recipes, affirmations, and balanced living tips. Explore our spiritualism section for a deep understanding of the religion, its principles, and spiritual answers. Unravel the secrets of the clairs and broaden your spiritual horizon. Easily find local readers, therapists, centers, or churches with our comprehensive directory. Stay connected with live broadcasts, check our schedule, and get to know our insightful presenters. Delve into the meanings of angel numbers, crystals, and a comprehensive list of divination meanings. All of this and more, available for free on the SPTV app. Download now at sptv.uk/app and start your journey with your digital spiritual guide.
Wimbledon Spiritualist Church hosts our divine service tomorrow. This starts from 11 a.m. with a demonstration of mediumship.
Hi, good evening. Welcome back to part two. Jordan Richards here. Find me on Facebook, Jordan, Jordon, Richards, Richaards, and you can also go to Jordan with a Don, Flynn-Richards on Facebook. Link in with me on one of my profiles, whether it's my Mediumship page, my general page, or my private page. Basically, my name, my Mediumship page has Medium at the end of it, and the Flynn Richards is my Facebook plug page, which will be changing because I'm no longer known as Flynn Richards due to a recent divorce. But yes, enough about that. We want some messages. We want the energy to be high. So let's carry on and see who's still with us. Remember to say hi. Remember to share, please. Remember to tell me where you're from also. Let's share the love, get the vibration up, and away we go. Yeah? Okay. Right. Good evening, Daniela Dwyer O'Shea. Wow, that is one name. Chrissy, good evening. All right. Okay, good evening, Flynn. All right, okay, it's Jordan, but I'll let you off, Cheryl. Right, okay, no problem. You're probably talking to somebody else. Michaela Nathan Caswell, good evening. Lovely prayer hands, etc. Okay, good evening, Greg, UK. Oh, is that my friend Greg from up on the northeast? Possibility. Lynn Marine, good evening. Wow, New York, lovely. 5 hours behind us. Lovely. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Love New York. Absolutely fantastic place. Can I stop on Nicola, please? Thank you. Okay. I was just about to shout the name out, but they told me that I had to stop on Nicola. Okay. All right. Good evening, Nicola from Essex. Right. I have got the moon's reflection here on this card, and I want to say to you, if you're not already doing so, I want you to unite with the divine feminine of the moon coming forward this evening. I want to say there needs to be introspection under this full moon over the next couple of days, okay? Before it starts moving into the later stages of the moon's phase, okay? Going into the waning moon. What does it say? It says accept responsibility. So I want to say that there's something around this that you're having a little bit of a problem with, hence the two faces. So the self-reflection and the introspection here. You would need to understand that basically, according to the card, it's almost like, do I really have to stand up and take responsibility for this? I feel like you don't want to, but unfortunately, would you understand that you need to? Okay. And with that said, just started looking at the moon more. Lovely. The moon is such a powerful energy for all of us, especially the fact that she's divine feminine, Archangel Haniel as well, beautiful energies. And tonight with the moon as well, with the 222 portal just not long been, and the effects of the lunar cycle with the new Chinese New Year. Really, really fabulous energies this week so far. But with that, I just want to carry on with, I have got a gentleman stepping forward, okay? I do want to say it's grandfather here, okay? Would you understand the gentleman? He would have passed in relation to something to do with his chest area. I've asked him not to put it on me because I don't want to be affected by people's symptoms of how they've passed when I'm working live, okay? But would you understand, I want to go to the middle of the chest, okay? So I want to say that this is either heart or lungs. And when I say that, I want to say it was more to do with the lungs, okay? But I do feel like there was an underlying heart issue. I definitely want to say respiratory issues, okay? Excuse me. Would you understand that he was a very heavy smoker? I do feel he gave up towards the end, now that I've just said that, but I want to say he was like all-time smoker. I even want to say like unfiltered cigarettes back in the day. So like like Woodbine or something like that, which is very interesting because that my granddad used to smoke them years ago. I haven't had that as evidence before, but lovely. I also want to say occasionally I'm being told he would love a cigar, especially on special occasions. But would you understand he used to inhale the cigar smoke rather than kind of like circulate it in his mouth and blow it out? Right, okay. Oh my goodness. I do apologize. Sorry for that, your loss, but yeah, when I was about 1 year old. Okay. Yeah, it's not good. One of my granddads passed when I was like 3, 4 years old. Never good when you lose them that young. But that was actually my first spiritual awakening, believe it or not, guys. So yeah, the first time I ever saw spirit was when my granddad came to see me shortly after he passed. Same day as Elvis Presley died, 1977, August 16. But anyway, let's go back to this gentleman, okay? And I want to say, would you understand there's something to do with work? I'm being shouted in work. There's something to do with work here, okay? And definitely being pulled to work with you. Would you understand that there needs to be a change in relation to work? And I actually want to go back to that card and say that this is where the responsibility comes in. And I want to say that I feel like you're being asked to do something like step up or take more responsibility in your current role. But I am getting like a step up. So I feel like there's like a promotion or you. Right, okay. I want to say like an unspoken promotion, okay? I'm going to take just back the promotion. I feel like you're going to step up, take more responsibility before a promotion comes in, okay? So it's almost like a transitionary period between what you're doing now and what you're going to do in the future. That's what I want to say. Would you understand that for me, please? Okay. And okay. Right. Would you understand the significance of butterflies? But I also want to say dragonflies with that as well. So there's something to do with dragonflies and butterflies. And I do feel like that's symbolic for you. The butterflies are obviously transformation. I'm not too sure about a dragonfly, to be honest, and I don't want to give you misinformation. So I'm going to stick with the butterfly, okay? I feel like you have. I can't get a promotion. I own the bit. Right, okay. Trying to. Right, okay. Would you understand then that if you work for yourself, would you understand that where there's something in relation to you not stepping up and taking full responsibility for this? Okay. And I feel like it's almost like, right, okay. I feel like there's something in relation to you need to pay more attention to something, but you're not because you're focused over here. And I feel like this is where you need to be making more focus in order for you to free up your time. And even although I've said promotion, right, I actually feel, would you understand that there's an opportunity around promotion, but I want to say that this is actually to do with somebody else that works for you or that I feel that's coming into work with you, so you can kind of sidestep and do a little bit more elsewhere and kind of grow the business. I feel like somebody else needs to be given more responsibility then, so you can actually look at other responsibilities in relation to how you want to grow your business. That's what I want to say there. I hope that gives you a little bit of clarification on that, okay? But I do feel with that, I'm being told, would you understand there's a lack of trust? And I feel like this is in relation to giving more responsibility to people. And I understand that fully, being, a business owner and what have you. But you need to understand that you need to have the right people around you to support you, create your vision, and everything then fully aligns. I feel that is why that is coming in for you. My brother won't hand over the reins. Ah, right, okay. Would you understand then, with regards to that? Okay, I do feel that there needs to be a shift in that power of where the company is and the authority. I feel that you need to have a collaboration, I'm being told, a proper sit down and understand that actually, would you understand that you're better at some things than he is, but he kind of like controls things that you're better at, and vice versa? I want to say with that, okay? I feel there needs to be a discussion where it's actually both of you around a table and being told, okay? And it's like, right, what are you good at? I'm good at this, you're good at that, but you currently do that, so let's swap that. So you take the stuff that you really enjoy doing, which is then going to give you freedom in a strange sense, and almost actually, because energetically you're actually going to be stepping into your power. You're going to be working a little bit more, I feel, but because it's the skills and what you love doing, yeah, I would actually say that because you're actually utilizing your skills to the maximum potential and vice versa, okay, I want to say to you 100%, yeah, there needs to be a shift in some of those duties that both of you do. And I'm being shown the yin and yang here. So obviously you being a lovely divine feminine, and obviously your brother being a lovely divine masculine. I want to say there needs to be a shift in the energies, but also a shift in what you do in the company. Okay, as soon as that's addressed, I feel that that's going to give you, both of you, so much more freedom, and actually it's going to create growth, from what I'm being told. Right, okay, stuck in his ways. Aren't we all? I'm being told, right, okay. I don't know whether I should tell you this. I'm being told, would you understand that you need to plant the seed and let it grow? Okay, I want to say plant the seed, let it grow, and let him think it was his idea. So the gentleman's just went and told me that, which is interesting because, yeah, that sounds like my gran. Yeah, we can all be a little bit stubborn at times. Okay, I definitely want to say to you, just slowly march on with that. Okay, I do feel like this is where I need to concentrate with you. So yeah, I do want you to say, I want you to plant that seed and just let it germinate. Okay, I'm going to say within a couple of months, the energy around that will definitely shift. Yeah, and I want to say, with the gentleman that I've got, would you understand that he's telling me to say he was quite chivalrous. Sorry if I didn't say that wrong. I feel like he was very charismatic and pretty old school, to be honest, but lovely energy. And he's just wishing both of you well. But I am getting that told that the brother's a little bit of a stick in the mud, whereas you're a bit more of a free spirit. Would you understand that, please, before I leave you this evening? And I also want to bring forward for you, before I do leave you, I'm being told something to do with a watch that's been left, and I'm also being presented, to give you this evening, a lovely yellow rose. It's not fully open. I feel like it's just about to open. And I actually want to say, with that yellow rose, I want to give you it symbolically here, okay? And I want to say to you, once that fully opens, just imagine that I gave you the rose. Within a couple of days, that would fully open, and it's almost going to be like a burst of sunshine. But I also want to say it's going to ignite something creatively within you, and I feel that that's where the seed needs to be planted for your brother. Okay, and it's my pleasure bringing your family through this evening, Nicole. Okay, and you take care, and thank you so much for letting me work with you as well this evening. Okay, so let's have some more names then, please, and we shall get a couple of more messages if we have time, or at least one. Yeah, so yeah, we still got roughly 15 minutes or so, so at least another 2 or 3 messages. I'll do my best to get to you as quick as possible and see where we go. So can I have some names, please? Suzanne Ritchie, good evening. Love the purple and pink hearts. Lovely. Susie Shelby, okay. Lovely. Good evening, Michelle Harris. Love that. Black silhouette, hearted, white. Lovely. Angel wings, stars. Lovely. Love the emojis. Keep them coming. Robert Mace. Yeah, lovely. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. Catherine Newkirk. Yeah. Lovely. Transformation and stars. Lovely. Wendy Watson shared Australia. Lovely. Wow. I don't know what time it is there, but it's got to be early. I think you're about 12 hours in front of us, aren't you? Chrissy Wheatley, good evening. Purple and a magenta heart. Lovely. Thank you so much. Stephanie Sutton. Okay. Right. Oh, right. Okay. Can I stop on Stephanie, please? Car's just flew out. Okay. Okay. So I have Moon Dance here, and I want to say to you, you need to be lifting your vibration around this time at the moment. Sorry, I'm just trying to reposition that. Lift your vibration. I feel it's been pretty low at the of recent, and I want to say there's either been a celebration or there's a celebration definitely coming in with this card. Okay, and I want to say to you that this is the perfect situation to have a moment where I want to say we've been quite stagnant energy wise, and it's almost like you have that celebration of what I kind of like seeing dancing and lots of joking and partying and frolicking and all that sort of stuff. And I want to definitely say there's gonna be like almost like, oh, why didn't I do that sooner? Okay, in relation to kind of like I want to say almost like you're dusting yourself off from the winter months where we all kind of like go into that hibernation, don't we? I have got a lady now stepping forward for you, okay? I'm not too sure who this is, but I'll give you what I've got so far. She's a little bit reluctant to step fully into my energy. So, okay. Okay, I want to say I've got a grandmother here. It's definitely on that vibration. Would you understand that for me, please? And I want to say that why she's not stepping forward. I feel like she would have been a little bit timid, a little bit shy. Okay. Yes, family members have died before you. My grandmother's birthday is coming up. Right. Okay. But thank you very much for the confirmation, first of all. Okay. With the celebration, okay, would you understand that I want to say the reason why that card's come out, I feel like there's almost like a stagnation around the fact that you're trying to celebrate somebody who's in spirit, okay, and it becomes this kind of like somber kind of vibration, okay. And I actually want to say the reason why the card's coming out is to actually lift the vibration. The lady is not suffering, and she's saying that her passing was actually from what she's kind of showing me, I want to say that it was quite peaceful actually, even although she had obviously health issues from what she's kind of like just alluding me to. Yeah, I want to say it was actually a fairly peaceful passing, but I want to say she's definitely adamant there needs to be a little bit more kind of like, yeah, it's hard to it's very hard to move on, but you set the intention, my darling, okay. I want to say to you, set that intention and just sit with those memories of our good times, raise the vibration, have a laugh. Laughter is one of the key energies that we need to tap into, okay. It just lifts our soul and speaks to us internally, brings forth our higher self, you know, creates that kind of deeper link to our own intuition and our divine authenticity. And it also raises your vibration. And then I feel like this lady is wanting you to actually step into that, because I feel like you're like down here vibrational wise. I want to say life is around you kind of like recently or whatever. It's almost like, oh my goodness, is it not going to get better? That's what I kind of feel. I feel like there's almost like I'm like trudging and I'm plodding along. I feel that's the energy I'm picking up. And I just want to say, can we dust ourselves off, if not before this lovely lady's birthday, okay? And please celebrate it. And I'm just being told, can we light a candle Put it next to a picture and send your thoughts and loved ones out to her. Ask her to come near on the day. And I'm also being told she's sending you a lot of love and support, right? But I want to say courage as well. Now, I don't know what the courage is about, but I want to say that there's a vibration that you need some courage to do something, okay? Now, whether that's what we're talking about and actually getting out of that kind of vibration, but I feel it's more than that. I feel like you need courage to deal with something, okay? I am being told, would you understand that you need to be speaking your truth? I feel that there needs to be words had with a specific person, okay? And I feel like you're not stepping into that power to kind of say to that person whatever needs to be said. But with that, I also want to say to you, there must be boundaries, okay? I am being told boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. So I feel like somebody's kind of slightly taking advantage of the relationship, the friendship that you have, and you need to step into your power and just kind of say, look, no, I'm not going to put up with that anymore. You know what I mean? And I feel like once you deal with this and you know that then you've stepped into that power of actually going, oh my goodness, I can actually do that and speak my truth and kind of step into that kind of higher vibration of self. I feel like over and above the courage, I feel like strength and inner knowing is going to come to you as if to say, oh my goodness, why haven't I done this sooner? Okay. I want to say to you, can you start, please, with, and I am being told this by the lady as well, can we start with a more positive mental attitude? Okay. I want to give you that affirmations with that. Okay. I want to say to you, self-love talk. Okay. Go and Google or whatever you need to do in relation to self-affirmations, okay? And get a couple of affirmations in relation to all the chakras. Start with week 1, repeating it 3 times for me, okay? And then increase that to 6 times on week 2, okay? And then increase that again on week 3, okay? And repeat it 9 times. This is a vibrational sequencing that literally talks to our divine soul inside, okay? And within that 21-day period, that habit of what you had will change because of those positive affirmations, okay? And I am going to leave you with that, but lots of love and a positive vibrations from spirit here, okay? And know that whatever you need, whether it's courage, which I've said, but I want to say strength and clarity here, okay? Just ask them to come in, please, okay? And they will be stepping forward. With that, before I do leave you, I do want to say to you, there is a gentleman who's very much around you. And I also want to say there's another lady. Obviously, time-wise doesn't allow me to go into that deeper for you. But I do want to say to you, these 3 people are very much around you. And I do feel it's in relation to the people that you said you'd lost. I think it was 3 or 4 people over the last 3 or 4 years. I feel like they're very much around you, okay? And please take their love and know that they are never far away from your vibration, okay? With that, peace and lots of love to you, and I'll put you in my prayers for some healing this evening. Okay, Stephanie, all the best going forward, my dear, and it's my pleasure to bring forward your loved ones this evening. Okay, so looks like we've got time for some more. Okay, are we done? I can throw one in if you want. I'll make it quick. Yeah. I was expecting to be on till like what, 9:15 or whatever it is. No idea what time is. All right, okay. Yeah, no problem. Okay, lovely. Thank you. All right, good evening, Natalie Bentley. Okay, can I stop on Natalie actually, please? Thank you. Okay, lovely. A card just flew out just as your name's been on, and I know your name's been on a couple of times, and I've read it out earlier on. Okay, I've got the cold moon card here. Okay, and I want to say to you, there's something that you're not facing here. Okay, so facing your fears. okay, under this full moon. And I want to say, just in relation to that energy, okay, please link in with the divine feminine and the energies of the 22 portal, sorry, triple two portal and the new moon this evening, okay? And obviously the remaining effects energetically from the Chinese Lunar New Year. Massive time for lovely vibrational, energetic. Lots of people have been affected this week, and I feel like you're being affected by this, not necessarily in a bad way, but I do feel can we tap into it intentionally? That energy, please tap into it, okay? I want to say to you, this is in relation that you need clarification and clarity around something that is currently in your auric field and that you are dealing with energetically, okay? I am being pulled to kind of like a family vibration on this, okay? And I want to say that words need to be said to somebody within the family. Right, okay. I have got a gentleman stepping forward. I do want to say that he's an older gentleman. Now, I'm not too sure whether this is dad or granddad, to be honest, at the moment. But I want to say that he was quite a large figure, okay? And energetically, oh my goodness, like so much fun. I just feel like he's filled the room with like loads of like high vibrational energy. And I feel like this gentleman would have filled the room with his presence as soon as he stepped into it. It was almost like the gentleman that literally was the energy that creates a party, almost. That's what I want to say with this gentleman. But I also want to say to you, there would be something in relation to carnations coming forward, okay? And I do want to say that this is linked to his funeral. And he says he had a lovely passing off, as in like the funeral. It was better than what he expected. Okay, so I don't know what he meant by that, but yeah. Okay. Okay. Not sure what that means. Okay. Just think on it, okay? Because I actually feel like this is again something similar to what I said to a lady before. If you can't take the information now, I am being shown a penny from heaven, and I want to say it's going to drop in for you. So it's almost like this message you can't resonate with at some level, but I want to say just watch where that all kind of comes in after you kind of sit with what I'm telling you. Before I do leave you in relation to obviously the funeral side of things, okay? He was a cheeky bugger, right? Okay, lovely. I mean, honestly, it feels so much fun, and I feel like a massive practical joker. He's a lovely, warm energy. You know, and I really just want to say, you know, when if you're feeling down, okay, and I don't know why I'm saying this, but I do feel like this is the message for you this evening, whoever it is, whether it's granddad or dad, okay. I want to say that whoever this is that I've just met and brought through for you this evening, would you understand that good times need to be had, and that energy is something that's missing in your life, and I feel like you need to just ask them to, excuse me, ask them to step forward, okay, and feel that energy of this gentleman like I've done this evening, okay? And I feel like vibrationally that is massively going to change your outlook on whatever it was that needs to be said. And I do feel it's nothing bad that needs to be said, but I am just being told somebody needs to know their place in relation to you speaking up with a family member. I feel like there's just something there. And I do want to say, because I've just been drawn to what some of the comments that you've said, I was just zoomed in on it on the word joke, just as you said it as well. So I don't know whether he's having a joke and a laugh with me about this. But if that's the case, please take it that way, okay? And I'm going to leave you his love this evening and know that he's very much around you, okay? And before I do leave you, what's that? I'm being told something to do with a trinket box, okay? I've no idea what that is, but I am being told, can we look at like I want to say like a jewelry box, trinket box, and I want to say, can we go to open it? I feel like there's something in there that's literally going to give you like a smile on your face. I'm being drawn to a smile on your face, and I'm being told a memory. So whether that's jewelry or something like that, that's not boring, because I'm saying that, and I feel like it's something like that. I feel like something is in like a jewelry box or whatever, and it's almost like because it's not worn, that there isn't that remembrance and that vibration. If you wear the item, whether it's on a chain or whatever, I'm being told they'll always be close and always near. Understand that this gentleman's very much around you, and he's blowing you a kiss like that, and he's saying good night, my sweetheart. So I hope that brings you lots of love from him and spirit this evening. And thank you very much for working with me, Natalie. Okay. Hopefully you can take all of that message now that I've gone a little bit deeper into that for you this evening. I'd like to thank everybody this evening. That is time, and thank you so much for joining us this evening, and I look forward to coming back and doing another live at some point in the near future, if they have me. Okay, so good night, God bless, and know that spirit is always with you people. Okay, and I shall leave you with my love, and your thoughts will be in my prayers this evening. Okay, namaste.